creating the scripts that you're going to say, learning guidelines, right? This is something that's really underappreciated with a lot of loan officers who are new, and even loan officers that are experienced but aren't closing a lot of business. It's easy to get into the place where we forget guidelines because we don't see enough deals to really know the guidelines. So it's really important to read them. Pull the Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac selling guide, pull the Ginnie guidelines, pull the non-QM stuff that you have, the investor stuff that you have access to at your company, and learn the guidelines, because that helps you get a lot of loan officers that don't know things. And so you can go out and talk to a real estate agent and just say, you know what, I want to talk to you about this one program, or this one trick, or this one catch that nobody else is talking about. I want to make sure you're aware of this. And when you come across this type of borrower, would it be crazy that you would think of me, right? And so that's kind of the scripting that I like to use. And it's all about knowing guidelines. If I'm reaching out cold to a real estate agent, the first thing I say is, hey, Mr. Agent, it's Mike Merriam here with blah, blah, blah mortgage. Listen, I know you're busy. I know you've got your lending relationships locked down, but I have a piece of value I think I can add, and I want to explain to you something that can help you grow your business. If I could do that, would it be crazy to think that we could meet for 20 minutes and have a cup of coffee? You're going to get a lot of no's, right? And maybe your script's slightly different. You're going to get a lot of no's, but don't be discouraged, right? Because no is not a negative. Everybody thinks no is a negative answer. Turns out no is a neutral answer, right? You ask somebody for something, they say no, you're no worse off than you were before you asked. You're in the exact same position, right? It's a neutral response. No doesn't mean no forever. No just means no for right now. Now, the very next week, you can say the same thing. And it's all about that consistency in your messaging, saying the same exact things over and over and over again, hearing the no's, and not being discouraged, but keep going back and saying the same things, finding ways to connect, finding a bridge by identifying those attributes and those core values, the things that are important to these agents that are also important to you, and being able to connect that way, and just committing to these activities. And the real trick is committing to the activities. This is really important. Commit to the activity and emotionally disconnect from the results. Commit to just the activity and emotionally completely disconnect yourself from the results. Who cares if 100% of the people that you contact tell you that they're not interested, don't contact them again, I'm good to go, I don't need to talk, please leave me alone. Don't let that bother you. Only focus on the activity. If you can say, I need to make 15 calls today, I need to dedicate 6 hours a week over these times to doing these things, as long as you are successful in doing that, which is 100% in your control, the results will follow. It's guaranteed. The law of attraction and the law of averages takes over. If you do enough things, results will occur. What happens is we stop doing those things because we're emotionally invested in the results. And when we don't get the results, we get discouraged and we stop doing things. And that's why people don't prospect as much as they need to, because prospecting is a delayed gratification, right? You don't ever, it's almost never that you get an immediate gratification from prospecting. How many times do you pick up the phone and call an agent and say, hey, Mike here from blah, blah, blah. And listen, I know you've got your relationships locked in, but I think we should meet. I've got a few things that can help you expand your clientele, grow your business. It would be worth your time, blah, 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 right? How many times did they say, absolutely, let's meet. In fact, Mike, I've got a deal for you right now. I'm going to send you over a pre-approval. Never happens. Maybe once in my lifetime or twice it's happened, but almost never happens. And then I get discouraged, right? And so if I disconnect from that and understand that the results and the gratification from that phone call that I've made, they're going to come back to me in 90 days, right? Right now it sucks. Right now it's not fun. Right now I'm feeling like a victim because everybody's telling me no. But if I can disconnect from that emotion and be okay with the delayed gratification, then I'm going to be in business. And the law of averages take over. You do the activities, results will follow.